pod. It's you. You're always dissing the pod.
How?
You're the pod disser. I can't trust your dissing ass. What is that you're eating? Are you eating on the pod right now?
Mhm.
That's
Where's your beer?
unforgivable. I don't have a beer. I forgot to go to the store to get a beer.
God damn it, Jimmy. You're fucking killing me.
Are you
We're
seriously?
podcasting right now.
We
You're
are
fucking killing
podcasting
me.
right now. I know.
You're fucking killing me.
See, the thing is that I didn't have time to get a beer. I wanted a beer. I want a beer right now, honestly. But I got something bubbly. I got my Waterloo right here, and it's gonna do the job. So here I am.
You're fucking late. You're late.
I know I'm late.
Right?
I know I'm late.
Okay.
I know. That's why we didn't even do the intro today. We didn't even do the intro today.
No, we're gonna do the intro. And then then you didn't do the thing that we fucking planned at like 4 o'clock, 4:30 when I called you.
What's the thing we planned? I don't even remember the thing we planned.
To have a cold one together on the fucking podcast. You're
Well,
killing
my
me.
cold one wouldn't have been as cool as yours anyways, because it looks like you got an IPA. Is that an IPA?
No, it's a Cali Creamin'.
A Cali Cream, man. Whoa, time out. You're getting a little excited over there. You want Cali Cream from a man, you say? Oh,
From
wait.
a beer, actually.
From a beer? You like the foam in the beer? So, shit, man. That's that San Diego shit. Y'all love drinking beer. Yeah, y'all are just beer drinkers. Every San Diego.
One of the biggest microbrew places in the world, by the way. But
every San Diego chick at some point is gonna have a beer belly because
I have a mom belly. So
all the San Diego chicks
disguises the beer belly.
Out to dates. They get taken out to dates at microbreweries. And that's like the San Diego way. Like, what you doing today? Let's go to the microbrewery, and the girl is like not tripping because she's like, she knows the guy likes to go to the brewery. And I mean, honestly, I think the chick likes to go to the brewery anyways because shit, they got food there, right? They always got food at breweries, right? Like, or like little.
Stop talking. We gotta do this intro right quick.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Push the button. Hi guys.
All right,
let's go. Let's get the show started. Let's go. There you have it.
Yes.
Look who finally showed up with his half Mexican ass.
It's not a podcast unless you got the intro, right?
That's true.
That feels a little more familiar, doesn't it?
It does. Now we're podcasting. Now we're rolling. Podcasting. Yeah.
So
1,000%.
The first part of the podcast doesn't count at all. Not even a little bit, smidget.
It does because you hit go live before I even realized it, and I was talking shit to you. So people got to see that who we are on the podcast is who we are off the podcast as well.
Sometimes you gotta just go live without knowing that you're live. It's kind of like if you get into a fight and you end up
getting
on
caught with your
Facebook Live. I hope if I'm ever in a street fight in the coming days of my existence that I'm not on Facebook Live or Instagram Live getting my ass whooped, because that's got to be the worst time to get your ass whooped on live, going viral on the internet.
I'm really glad that the internet didn't exist when I was fighting.
Did you get your ass kicked?
No, I'd probably be in jail though.
Goodness gracious. What were you up to?
People tried it. I was like, okay, so what it was is I was this little like 100-pound girl, skinny little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Mexican, like Chola chicks hated me.
Mm-hmm.
And then so they would always try to like fuck with me. And then they'd learn that like your girl was raised with wolves. Like I was the only girl at my house. I had 2 brothers. Our neighbors were boys. They were always over. So I was a tomboy. I was an athlete. And I was skinny, but I was strong. and I was about that life, and they found
Oh,
out.
you're
So
about that life? Okay,
yeah,
then.
ain't nobody hit me harder than my brother. So like
Mm.
these girls didn't have shit on
Well,
my brother.
right. Yeah. I mean, hey, man, siblings, sometimes had to duke it out. We spoke about that on the last podcast.
No
And,
chill whatsoever. Fucking anything was a weapon. There were no
mhm,
rules. He
right,
fucking came for me as hard as he could every single time. So
man. Shout out to the bros of the world, man. So, Stella, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. I want your take on something that's a hot topic right now. The Senate confirms Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court. What do
yes,
you feel about that? What's
I
your take?
feel very happy about that. It's about goddamn time that the Senate does something right.
So, what were they doing wrong for so long? Just out of in your opinion?
I mean, everything. I mean, look at the fucking state of the country. Like,
Right. I asked that like in a sincere way. By the way, I'm not trying to
oh,
be sarcastic. Yeah, no,
I
I'm
was
just
like, do
uh,
you live here, right? Like you
yeah.
see.
Like just for podcast purposes, like for
Oh,
people that are
so what's
listening.
wrong with them is that there's money in politics, and I don't think that you can ever have a truly like just fair system that is for the people when there's money involved, because there's a lot of lobbying. If people can pay for you to do what they want, right, then you're not actually for the people, which is your whole fucking purpose. You're voted by your constituents, and you're supposed to be um voting and doing things and creating policy that benefits or is in that reflects your constituents, and that's not what they do. Everything that they do is they're fucking sucking the dick of fucking billionaires and big pharma and all that bullshit, and they're not doing shit for the people. And so
Mm.
and look at the Supreme Court. I mean, come on, it's all a bunch of fucking Tales of the Crypt fucking white men
Oh goodness
and
gracious!
one black guy that wants to be white,
Oh
Clarence.
damn!
And
See?
so we really needed Ketanji in there. She's a fucking real one.
Shout out to Ketanji. I'm gonna be honest. For everybody watching right now, I'm not gonna pretend like I know anything about any of this shit. But that's why I asked Stella, and she's here for your your educational values when you come to this podcast. And I'm just simply here for your eargasms. What? Oh shit. Oh shit! No, that's what's up though. That's what's up. It seemed like it was big news. I'm not gonna lie. I be on NBC looking at the news, but I don't really
We
read into it.
celebrated it on a work call today. We got the
Really?
news that she was confirmed in the middle of a meeting.
Mm.
We were like, hey, let's go.
Right.
Celebrating.
You guys want some more news? Some more hot topics and news, or what?
So
Okay, all right.
lay it on me.
I'm on NBC right now, so you know what I'm saying. Like we gonna bring y'all the news today.
That's not news.
Wait, what's not news?
NBC.
NBC ain't news. Why isn't NBC news though? Like, give me that hot
Doesn't
take.
Donald Trump own NBC?
Who?
Donald Trump.
Honestly, I have no idea. He probably owns a lot of shit that
I'm just
people
saying.
don't know about. No, I mean
Money in politics, the highest bidder gets to, history is written by the winners, right? So like all the shit that happened throughout time is written in the white man's favor because they've been the ones who've like done all the horrible shit and like colonized and fucked people over, right? So they got to write history, and they leave out all the real actual fucking facts, right? And that's what happens.
Isn't it crazy
like
that
the news, they're only gonna post shit that people pay really good money for you to hear and spin it the way they want you to receive it.
Isn't it kind of crazy that all of the coins that we have that we know of in the US, all of them are facing the right direction, except for Abraham Lincoln's penny is facing the left. You ever notice that, or you ever see?
I feel like you're about to enlighten me about something you learned on a TikTok video.
Oh shit! But just the fact that I'm
I
enlightening
guessed
you
it.
with
I guessed it,
anything,
right?
yes, but
Okay, so
the
there
fact
you
that
go.
I'm
Tell me
enlightening
what
you
you
with
learned from a
anything is
TikTok,
amazing.
Timmy.
But yes, I learned it on a TikTok video. But chill out real quick. Like, hear me out.
Oh,
Like,
it can
this
be
is some real
educational.
shit.
Let's go.
No, all right. So this is some real shit. Like, so he's the one that stopped slavery at the time, right?
Mhm.
And he's the only coin that's copper, that's not whatever color they make the other coins out of. And he is also the only coin that is facing the opposite direction, and also it's the most worthless coin because it's a penny, right?
And you think it's
So
because he abolished slavery, which,
mhm.
there are some little fine prints in there. He's not like this fucking savior that everybody thinks he is, but go ahead.
No, I'm sure
Yeah.
there's like many fine prints within that and everything, but that's a conspiracy that a lot of people talk about. But it is true, that his coin is the only one facing the opposite way. And I mean, you can say whatever about it. There might be whatever reason that they say is the reason it's that way, but the fact of the matter is it's facing the other way. So I mean, that's interesting as fuck to me, to be honest.
That
If
is
you think about
interesting.
it. Yeah.
I don't think anything that they do is not on purpose.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I'm saying.
I
Oh,
went to the Holocaust Museum on Friday, the Museum of Tolerance in Los Angeles.
yeah, how was that?
It was sad. I cried a couple of times, but I was trying to keep it G and not fuck up my mascara. Um,
Oh,
and a couple of the tour guides. This is why you have to like really be careful. Like, we ended up being there at the same time as like a field trip for a high school, and so we
right.
kind of like latched onto that tour, right? Because
Gotcha.
we weren't paying for a tour, but we wanted to make sure we did all the things and saw all the things. And you have to like really be careful about how you interpret the information you receive. Like these two ladies are describing what's happening with Russia and Ukraine. They're comparing it to the Holocaust in the sense, well, and here's where I understand it, because Russia, so like in the United States, we have access to stuff that happens outside our country, right?
Right.
But places like China and Russia and North Korea like don't. Especially
Mm,
right now. Like Russia did, but they don't right now. Like they shut down like their ability to use like social media, like to control the narrative and why Russians should support the invasion of Ukraine, right?
right.
And so they were comparing it to that, and I thought it was funny that and again, I kind of see why, but also it's, to me, you're not being like full, like you're not full in your integrity
Hmm.
if you don't at least bring it up. They didn't talk about how Israel is doing Palestine for obvious
Hmm.
reasons, right? Because it is a Holocaust museum. It happened because of, the what is it, like racism and prejudice against Jewish people, right? And Israel is the, Zion, and that's where like a lot of people went to seek like refuge, right? Because they weren't like welcome anywhere in the world, right?
Mm,
Everywhere turned them away before the Holocaust actually happened. Like Jews were trying to flee Europe and all these places, and no countries, even the US, would take them.
mm.
And so Israel, they're obviously welcome. Stop.
Sorry,
Welcome
that was an accident.
there. And so, but they didn't talk about how Israel is like completely bombing the fucking killing the shit out of fucking Palestinians, right? And like
Mm,
straight kicking them out of their homes the
mm,
way that it kind of happened to Jewish people in Europe. you
Right.
know? So I thought that that was like really fucking weird. But I guess, you know, they're trying to make it so that, because I mean, you look at videos across the country, right? We have like those dumbass Proud Boys and KKK here in the United States who fucking swear, right? And they're just like anti-Jews, anti-people of color, you know, whatever. It's the dumbest shit in the world to me. Anyways, don't even get me started on how fucking stupid they
Yeah,
are.
I saw or I didn't see it. Saw a Proud Boy get real proud on the road today in his raised truck with the flag hanging out,
Mhm.
flipping off people behind him and trying to have road rage. I'm like, why do Proud Boys always got to act like that? What is it about Proud Boys that make them want to have road rage and flip people off and drink Bud Light while they drive? That's
They're
not okay.
literally
I'm proud,
they're
and I like
so
Bud Light, but
fucking embarrassing. Like, to know that they're Americans, like, it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And like they don't think they are too. That's like the crazy thing. They think they're like these like so like enlightened and intelligent and like far ahead like in their thinking, and it's just like, bro. Anyways, so I thought it was weird that they kept like, I can't even like describe, I don't even have words for how stupid they fucking are. Anyways, I thought it was weird that they didn't like bring it up. And although I do like, I see why they don't want to like trigger anybody or perpetuate any like anti-Semitism, right? But like,
just be cool, guys.
you have to talk about it. I feel like you have to at least address the elephant in the room, right? Like, you can
Right.
still say, hey, this isn't like a reflection of all Jews and all that shit, but like, you have to say what's actually fucking happening at the same time too, you know? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, that's all I had to say about that. I thought that that was interesting.
Why is it that when they drive those raised trucks, they always got like balls hanging out the back of the truck, though?
Because they
That
don't have balls hanging between their legs.
why is there never a
That's
dick
my
hanging
theory.
off?
I wouldn't know. I don't
Always
fuck with them.
balls. It's
Huh?
always balls. Why is there never like a dildo hanging off the back of the
Because
truck?
they are the dildo.
Oh, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
man! There is smoke in the building, y'all.
They're
Can I?
so stupid. Okay, go ahead.
I want to give you some more stuff I learned on TikTok, if you all don't mind.
Drop some knowledge.
But it's some real shit. Like, dude, TikTok is way realer news than NBC these days. To be honest,
Sometimes, yeah.
you learn a lot of shit on there. I mean, the only shit that I've brought up that you fucking hate is all the flat Earth shit. That's the only stuff you don't like. I know. I'm not even gonna talk about that right now. But did you know that they say that there's really actually 13 months? There's not 12 months.
I've
12
known that.
months. Oh, you've
Yeah,
known
and
that?
13 zodiacs as well. But
Right.
there's like
And
no way that there could still be 12 with the way that like shit orbits. But that has to do with, I mean, when you say that you're gonna like actually subscribe to that concept, you have to acknowledge that that has everything to do with space
I'm
and
getting
orbiting.
further.
Okay.
I'm getting further into that stuff a little bit. But
I'm just saying they go hand in hand, those two. So if you're going to subscribe to this idea of 13 months,
mhm.
then you also have to recognize why that is, which
I
has
want to learn
everything
more.
to do with space and orbit and all of that shit.
And
So
like,
you don't
so like,
acknowledge, you don't believe that
does
there's
make sense
space.
though, because Sep means 7, and like that's our 9th month, September. Octo is 8, and it's October, which is our 10th month. So it actually makes sense. And like Nov, December, like, so all those, the beginning parts of all those months, they mean like 2 numbers before them, actually. And so like, to know that it's possible for there to be 13 months is crazy. And then, like you said, 13 zodiac signs. And then so the video I saw, it laid it out to where the beginning of the year is actually in April, in
That's where
spring. So,
that's when Aries season started. It's the
and
first zodiac.
it makes sense because spring is when everything comes alive, everything starts blooming and coming alive, right? And then, through the winter and whatever, all of the plants and what have you, they die off, and then they start blooming again in April. And it's crazy to me that our year is 12 months, and then when April hits, they're like, "Hi, April Fools, joke's on you," right? They start the new year off, the new actual year, with April Fool's Day, because they've been fooling everybody all along, just like they've been fooling everybody about all the NASA shit, the flat earth and all that stuff. But that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to get into that. I told Stella I will not do that today, but it really fucking makes sense. And then, like, the zodiac signs, right? The first one being Aries. And if the month were to start with April, it would make sense for
Aries season starts in March.
Okay, but Aries being the first zodiac sign, and
Spring starts in March.
If April were to be, I mean, Stella, stop arguing with me. This is making sense.
No, I'm making sure that you understand that Aries season is March. Spring starts in March. So if you're actually talking about the beginning of the real year starting in spring, then it's not April, it's March. Now, I know people have their theories about like month names and shit like that, but like if you take like a simple geology class, like it'll really break that shit down for you, and like then you'll be like, okay.
Okay, I fuck with that. So in Ethiopia, we go by the Gregorian calendar now, and that's why there's 12 months. In Ethiopia, they don't go by the same calendar as us, and it's actually they're 7 years before us right now. So right now they're in 2015. That's trippy as fuck to me. That their year right now is 2015, because every month they have 13 months in Ethiopia, and their calendar was created before our calendar, like thousands and thousands of years ago. So every month of theirs is 30 days, except for the last month, the 13th month, it's only 6 days, which is really fucking interesting to me.
And I think that that's why it's like spread out throughout the year. In certain months get an extra day and have 31. Because if you think about it, we can't. So like the way that shit has changed over time, right? Time is a social construct, right? We created the hours, the days, and it was all based on like the stars. If
right.
I know you don't believe in space, but that's how they did it. And
I believe in space. I just don't think it's what they tell us.
Because it's turned into this like people like work and like all this shit, right? You can't have time one way for X amount of years and they go, actually, guys, we got to change it. Get used to this now for the entire world. Like that would create a whole fucking mess. Like imagine if they told you tomorrow, like, actually, starting today, we're going to go by this calendar, everybody in the world. Like, first of all, you got to get the whole world to agree on something. Good luck. And then next, okay, we're all going to do this now. This is the beginning of the year. Let's all follow that going forward. That would fuck up everything. There's no way they would do that.
Just from the video, because I saved it, I think I should play it for everybody. You down? It's like
get
only
your
like
rocks off to me.
All right, I'm gonna get my rocks off because I don't get them off any other way. So
hashtag married.
Our calendar is not quite right. We're supposed to have 13 months of 28 days, with one day, the day of resurrection, Easter, as a neutral day.
See, I already don't trust it.
Days. We've
Just
actually
listen
got
to it.
13 constellations.
I didn't like it. I
Not
didn't like it in
12.
the beginning either, but just watch.
This same calendar is very close to the Mayan calendar, but it's also very close to several ancient Sanskrit calendars. What does sept mean? 7.
See,
I thought that was the 9th.
Everybody knows that. If you studied
What
morphology
does
of
oct
language, it's a
What
prefix.
does nov mean? What does
They're like a
dec
root
mean?
word.
right?
It's supposed to be the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th month. Jan is 11. Feb is 12. March is 13. April is our first month. Babies are born in the spring, the 1st of April, Easter. This is the start of our new year. This is the start of spring when the flowers start coming up, the grass starts coming up, the trees start leafing
This
out.
is the source of
Babies are born.
me bringing this up, everybody.
That's the first day. Our neutral day, day 1. The day we rest and celebrate the resurrection, the new beginning, the beginning of Christ. April is month 1. And then we lost a month in there. Where is it? What's it called? We know what
I
it's
don't
called.
know.
I'm not going to
Teach
reveal
us.
it yet, but we know what it's
Great
called.
teacher.
This is
What?
a true calendar. The Gregorian calendar is SMU. Shit made up by man.
Yeah. All of it is. The fuck?
To keep us out of our natural cycles. We all vibrate at one of 3 frequencies. Did you know that?
That I agree with.
Okay. 432 hertz is the God frequency. That's the celestial frequency. And we have a telestial and a terrestrial frequency. Darn right. She says that why when people are true, we can feel it and we can sense it. We know that it's right. You know, we don't even have to research it. We know, we can feel it.
That's some real shit. We don't gotta finish that whole video, but that's the video that I saw.
I mean, he's not wrong about the part that takes us out of our natural shit. Like, if we're in our natural shit, then we're not here working for the fucking man, right? Like,
Right.
the world would not be what it is today, which is all like this whole fucking machine to like boost up a couple and like suppress the rest. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, duh.
So ever since I watched that, my algorithm has been, stuff
Of
that has to
course.
do with,
Yeah.
the 13 months. And so now I'm getting all the TikToks about Ethiopia being 7 years, behind the year that we're in right now. So they're in 2015 right now, which is like, I've never
Hey,
even
let's
fucking
time
heard of that.
travel. Let's go to Ethiopia.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fuck, man. Like, so,
Take me
like,
back to 2015. Let me change shit.
but with all of that being said, time is just a made up construct by man as well.
Social construct for sure.
So that's like proof that everything is happening simultaneously at once, because time is just something that's, created by man, shit made up by man. And so if right now we're in 2022, we're here in America, and then it's 2015 in Ethiopia, that's like, come on, man. Like, time really doesn't exist when you think about it.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, Google what's the date in Ethiopia, current date Ethiopia. I love this research on the podcast.
Today's date in Ethiopia is April 8th, 2022.
No, see, like they're giving you, go on DuckDuckGo and look this up, because they're giving you, the date according to Google, the US.
Okay, so a gap of 7 to 8 years between Ethiopian and Gregorian calendars results from an alternative calculation in determining the date of the Annunciation. The Ethiopian calendar has 12 months of 30 days plus 5 or 6 days, which comprise a 13th month. Let's see. Ethiopian calendar. Oh my god, I need my glasses. I can't
Okay.
read any of this. This is too
Ethiopian
small for me.
calendar. Here you go. I got you right now. Ethiopian calendar. Today, right now, it's
Told you to
2000.
play 2022.
No, it doesn't say that. It says 2014. That's fucking nuts to me.
It's
At
all
the
nuts
Ethiopian-
to me.
Yeah. But so like I wonder, like, do they actually go by that calendar? Because I mean,
That's the other piece. Like, which one do they actually go by?
Which
Now
one?
they might have that one, right?
right,
But
right.
which one do they actually use to function as a society? And I'm guessing it's the same one as all of us. So
Maybe.
I
I
had
know
to
some
guess.
Ethiopian people. Where's the Weekend at? We gotta holler at the Weekend. We gotta ask him because he's
Is he
Ethiopian.
from
So
Canada though?
yeah, but you know, I'm sure he
So,
still
I
has
mean, just
family.
because he's got Ethiopian descent don't mean he functioned on the fucking Ethiopian calendar.
I mean, I'm not saying that he functions on the Ethiopian calendar. I'm just saying like he probably has some family that still lives out there. Do you still
Maybe.
have family that lives in
Maybe.
Mexico?
Yes.
So do I. See, like most people, wherever they descend from, most people have some kind of family still living in that
But
place.
that's really, really a tough thing to say about Black people on this continent because a lot of them were brought here against their will and their genealogy was not tracked. So they actually don't know which specific area in Africa that they're from or what tribe or whatever that they were tied to. So that is a hard thing to assume here at this point. It's true.
I'm not-
That's the truth.
No, I'm not gonna argue that. Like, I want to be like, I wasn't even saying nothing about Black people, but no, I feel you.
Well, he's Black.
All right, that's what I'm saying. I feel you. See, Keith says it's 11:27 p.m. here. He's in the future.
He is
Yeah,
in the
see?
future. You know who's
You
usually
know-
in the future too is Hassan, but he's not here today.
Oh
Fucking
yeah,
Hassan.
Hassan. I know. Yeah, I know. Like they're like, I think they're like 12 hours ahead.
They're like ahead, yeah. In Australia, it's like tomorrow already.
What would it be like if they got rid of time zones all around?
Well,
That'd
they'd
be
have to get rid
yeah.
of time because like it's not a fucking surprise, right? Like we have daytime because the fucking sun is shining daylight and the earth spins and that shit fucking goes away and then it starts, you know what I mean? Like have you
Right.
not taken a science class where they like spin like a sphere to show you with like a fucking flashlight of like how
Yeah,
that
no,
shit works?
I've also seen how the flat Earth one
You
works.
think
Like how it goes
somebody
around.
somewhere on a computer goes and flips on a light switch? Okay, it's
I don't think
daytime.
that,
Ready? Daytime on
It
the
could
Pacific
be,
Coast.
maybe.
In 3, 2, 1, hit it. Like that's
I mean,
what
you
you
saw
think
the
is
artificial
happening.
sun in China, so I mean,
Oh my god! So like
I'm just saying, like,
you read like what that is actually, right?
I read
did.
what some other human being
They-
wrote down and told everybody that it was.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess. But like, come on.
hey, listen, I'm just saying, like,
I honestly, I'm the you have to show me or I'm not gonna fucking believe it. Like you can tell me anything all day, every day. Tell me. If you don't show me, I don't believe shit.
so what
It's
have
all
they
a
showed
lie.
you to believe?
They showed me the artificial sun. I'm just kidding. No, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to see that the earth is flat to take away
Yeah,
all the fucking 37 years of my life that of the evidence that has been provided to me that it's not flat. Right? If that makes sense. Like you're gonna have to really show me something to change my mind at this point.
me too. I want to see it too, like, cause my
So,
mind is everywhere right now. I don't know what's real these days, man. You know, they've
right.
got me. They got me good now. What other news? Have you seen
You
Bridgerton?
motherfuckers. No, I've never
Yeah.
seen Bridgerton.
You should watch
never
Bridgerton,
watched
man. You should watch.
Would I actually enjoy it though?
I didn't think that I would like it.
I feel
and
like
in
it's too mainstream pop culture for me.
Really?
Like I don't know. I'm not like super into that. What am I into? Let's see.
What are you into?
What am I into?
Guys, fast cars, and weed. She don't even smoke weed though.
I don't smoke weed.
Mm.
And I'm really into, like I told you, like the medieval shit. Like I love me some Viking shit, some fucking Game of Thrones. Like that's like where I
Sex,
live.
violence,
I don't
and
love
blood.
like Bridgerton to me, it's
Too
gonna like
pompous.
take me to childhood when I used to watch like novellas with my grandma. Like it seems very like too much drama-ish, you know? Like not the kind of drama I like.
Man, I thought
Like
I was gonna hate
reality
the
show
show,
almost.
and I didn't even want to watch it. Actually, I sat down
I saw
to
that
like
Erica was watching it.
she was watching it, and I
Yeah.
sat down, and I was just sitting there on the phone, and then I realized I was watching it like for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, damn. And then I was hooked, and then I started watching the next episode, and then they did the whole little the credits or whatever. I'm like, damn, I just watched another episode. Now I got to know what happened, and now I'm fucking hooked on Bridgerton. Like the whole royal
That's
British.
what I did with the Tyler
fucking tight.
Henry show.
Don't be a wanker. Order your I'm Daddy Goods Bitch shirts now. I'm gonna make them, Earl. I will make those shirts
I
if
was gonna
people.
say, does that shirt
down
already
with it.
exist? Because I didn't know about it.
I will make that shirt tonight and have it available tomorrow if people are down to fucking buy that shirt.
That's funny.
or we can personalize it, like put like I'm Daddy and then like a space so that like they could be like Daddy whatever their name is, bitch, right? And then just put Cypher and Chronicles at the bottom. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm Daddy fucking Earl,
Daddy
bitch.
Flat Earth,
Or
Daddy
Daddy-
Earl, Daddy Bart, Daddy
Yeah,
Keith. I have an issue with calling men who aren't my dad daddy.
Tell me about your issue with that. Why? If
I
you
think
know
it's
that,
fucking weird that you guys want to be referred to as daddy. Like,
I don't really want to be referred to as Daddy, but it's weird that my name is Daddy Good. So how can I say that? It's very contradicting.
right. And I mean, in the beginning of this, you're like, it's Daddy Goods. Like, don't call me Jimmy. I'm like, bro, I'm never calling you daddy ever in our lives. Like, I will not. Like, you are fucking Jimmy, you're Jimbo, you're whoever the fuck, but you're never daddy. Like, ever. I can't.
That's fine. That's fine.
I can't. And so, my thing is, why do men want to be called daddy in bed? That to me, it's like you are only called daddy by your child. So, are you guys all pedophiles?
No, that's weird to say, Stella. That's weird.
It's a weird thing to want to be called daddy. So
yeah,
that's what
this
I'm saying.
episode is immediately demonetized too for saying that word. Thanks.
It's gonna get demonetized because we keep getting scammed by whoever that fucking third party is.
No, we don't care about that no more because we only do this style of podcast now, and the intro music is cool. We're cool guys. We're cool, man. We're cool guys.
Well, then why are they coming up on our shit?
Because on the previous episodes we used to do, there was like different music on every single episode, and therefore
Most
you know what
of
I'm
our
saying?
podcasts have had this song.
Yeah, but none of these ones with this instrumental are demonetized or have any kind of copyright issues. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man,
Bart
Yeah.
says he has a daughter and would not like it if his little girl called her dude daddy. Yeah, it's weird. It's
that
weird.
is weird. That's totally weird.
Never
I
call
totally
a
agree
man
with
my daddy. Ew.
But like, all right, so I don't think I've ever had it happen to me. Like, I know my name is Daddy Goods and all that and shit like that, but that's a whole nother meaning to it. Like, the whole Daddy Goods thing is because my name that I went by before that was Jimmy Goods. Yeah, I'm Jimmy Goods, bitch. Yeah, but
Jimmy
once I became a father, my username on Xbox was Daddy Goods, and I just started rolling with that and fucking made it
Okay,
my.
that's better. That makes sense. But
Yeah,
it's like
but
when
like
you
as
start
far as like,
wanting people to refer to you as daddy, that's where I'm just like, that's weird.
well, prostitutes call their pimp daddy. So
That's why I could never be a prostitute.
yeah,
I would probably fucking fight. I'd be fired or murdered or something. I'd be something.
you'd get fired. Imagine
I'd get
being
fired.
fired.
Call me daddy, bitch. Fuck you. The fuck
You're the
I
Will-
am. Pa.
You're the Will Smith slap. I
Yeah.
saw that there's a new strand of weed called Hancock, and there's a picture of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock because he did that movie Hancock.
Yeah.
Hey, Jada been doing him dirty lately. I'm like, damn, he should probably leave Jada. I saw
I saw that he's gonna like go check into therapy and shit now. Over
Really?
all of this. Yeah. That like bro, I know you love your wife, but like
yeah, she's kind of a trash wife.
I mean, I wouldn't even call her that, but it's like, sis, like you can't just go ruining his life like that either. Like I don't know. It's a hard thing to speak on from the outside looking in. I'm just like, I don't think he's that shitty of a fucking person to, first of all, be the subject of so much humiliation. It's so sad. It's fucked up.
It is fucked up. I feel kind of bad for Will, man. Can't get jiggy with this shit.
And now all the what the fuck is he shit? So what are you eating this? It's all fucking scratched and fucked up. But what was I gonna say? All the Chris Rock brothers all the Rock brothers wanna kick his ass too.
Hey, I didn't know the Grammys were in Las Vegas. That's kind of tight. I was like, what the fuck? It's in Las Vegas? Yeah, it was in Las Vegas last week or whatever. I was like, what the fuck? They came to Las Vegas and didn't check in with Daddy Goods, bitch. Got me fucked up. I know, man.
We should have been out there on the red carpet. Like we
know,
should have been
but
vlogging.
I know, right? Man, just opportunities slipping through our hands there.
Right
What's up?
through our fucking hands.
Are you eating on the pod right now?
I am. It's ASMR.
What girl said I'm a prostitute to my shower and wife? Ooh.
What do you do with your shower?
What do you do with your shower? Because we know
Does he
women
have that
love.
removable shower head? Because we love that shit.
Do you
That's
get
a
off
good
to a
one.
removable shower head?
Like, have I?
Yeah.
I think I've done that like once or twice. I can't remember. Like I have this vision of me doing that, but I don't know if I'm creating it or if it really happened.
Damn. How do you forget? Like if you've got off
I'm
to
pretty
a
sure it happened. I'm pretty sure it happened.
you got head by a shower head.
Mm-hmm.
That is some next level freaky shit right there.
Got the right pressure and pulse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if there was a shower head that got guys off, we'd be all about it. There might be.
Yeah, I'd be like in the shower like 5 times a day.
Like, get out the shower. Like, listen, I'm just trying to be clean. I'm very hygienic. I have good hygiene, you know?
Yeah. It would be bullshit though if y'all took 5 showers a day and still smell like shit. We definitely know. We definitely know.
Being on a road trucking, I've gone like 3 days without showering. Now that shit is fucking out of pocket.
Have I gone that many days without showering? Probably like
camping. I'm sure Earl can relate to that. Maybe that's what he means about being a prostitute to a shower.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because like,
let us know, Earl. Give us some insight.
There's nothing like a shower after like not showering for 3 days.
Oh my god, it's the best feeling in the world.
Oh my gosh. Or just going a day without showering and like working out and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, shower is fucking amazing. So yeah, going 3 days and then hopping in the shower, it's like, oh my gosh, this is so refreshing. I tell you what, the most What?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
you talking to me?
He said like soup with a hole in it.
Like soup with a hole in it?
I
I
don't
mean, hey,
understand.
I don't. I feel like I kind of understand what he's saying. He's saying that something because it's warm and you put your joint in the where it's supposed to go. We just vacuum all the time.
I'm trying to clean my room. Do you remember that on Scary Movie?
Oh yeah,
Deputy Doofy.
yeah, yeah. That's just that's just
Shit.
funny.
Too
Hey,
classic.
hey, did you see that reel that Badass Vegan posted about the haircut thing? It like sucks your hair and cuts it.
Oh, yeah.
It vacuums your hair when it cuts it so that it doesn't get all over the place. And the commercial was like, you could just suck yourself or suck everybody in the house or some shit like that. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's quite
funny.
the device. That is quite the device. I would probably use that though, to be honest, man, because getting my hair everywhere when
So
I'm trimming it.
Bart meant soap with a hole.
Oh, soap with a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently the new thing now is grapefruits with holes in them.
Oh, so guys, Jimmy didn't know. So like there's this reel on Instagram where this guy goes to his friend's house and he's like, "Oh, hey, you got all this grapefruit. Why does all your grapefruit have a hole in it?" And his friend's not like looking at him. But he's like, "Oh yeah, my girl, she be wanting to experiment and shit." Like, and then he turns around and his friend's like halfway eating the whole fucking grapefruit. And he's like, "Oh shit." And I sent that to Jimmy and he's like, "I don't get it. Like, what is that?" And there's a movie called Girls Trip that has your girl Jada in it and Tiffany Haddish and where they like cut the hole in the grapefruit and they use that to like give a blowjob. Like the jacking off part is the grapefruit and she's like on it, right? Jimmy didn't know. He had no idea. And here's what I want to say about that, my question. I feel like the citrus, if it got in your guys' hole, would probably burn.
Probably because getting soap in the hole burns.
Right? So I feel
Yeah.
like the whole grapefruit thing, I want to know how many people went and tried it after watching this movie and then that happened to them.
There's a TikTok out there trying to convince women that balls have taste buds. And so now women are trying to rub fruits and things of that sort on balls. And
On like men's balls.
I'm like, that couldn't be like that's
Wouldn't
the furthest.
there be like a guy out there in the world to be like, nah, that I don't taste the fruit you're
right?
rubbing on my
Like,
balls.
why? Like taste buds on the balls? Like what the fuck?
That's weird.
Like I'd be teabagging everything if that was the case.
Let me get a lick, and you're like,
What's that you eating over there? Hold on. Teabag right quick.
Balls on it. Yeah. So stupid.
Oh my gosh, man. That would
Dang, like people believe everything. Like if it's on the internet, that means it's true, right?
Yeah, right. I know, man. I guess so. I don't know. In Google we trust.
Or like all those like quizzes on Facebook where they're like, oh, like drop your mom's like name, or what street do you remember what street you were raised on growing up? And like people will go and they'll write all those answers there, and it's like you just gave them all your secret question answers, bro. Like the fuck are you doing? This is so stupid. Like now whoever did this, they have
Right.
your name, they know exactly what your answers are going to be on your secret questions for your accounts. Like,
Yeah.
y'all are
Yep.
fucking
Get
stupid.
done. But what?
That's why I don't
what's
let
the
my kids have
business?
social media either, because like they're not like hip to that, right? Like they're not gonna recognize, oh, they're like data mining right now. You know what I mean? They're like fishing for data. So That's why I obviously there's a lot of fucking adults who don't understand that shit.
I'm
It's just for
still
the old
getting
people on Facebook.
I'm still getting messages in my inbox about flipping Bitcoin. I'm like, man, if y'all don't stop getting
Yeah,
scammed
for
by these
sure.
Bitcoin people,
For sure.
I mean, I fuck with Bitcoin, but like when I get the messages, the DMs about flipping like $500 of Bitcoin into 5,000 in one day, I'm like, damn, they got you. That's so embarrassing.
It is so embarrassing when you see their IG get like hacked and it's like all of a sudden it's all this shit and you're like, bruh, you believed that?
Down
Like stop
bad.
it. Stop. That's humiliating.
Down bad.
I
It's
block everybody that I see that gets hacked. I'm like, okay. Well, that was real while it lasted.
Hey, real quick though, going back to the whole Will Smith thing, I was in tears laughing earlier because, all right, so you probably don't know who DJ Academics is, but somebody out there is gonna know who DJ Academics is. Anyways, he has like a blog, social media or whatever, and so he posts everything that has to do with like, you know, pop culture or hip hop culture rather. And anyways, so he was talking about the whole Red Table thing where Will, from her 37th birthday, hired a documentary team. I said documentary wrong. Documentary.
Always say
team.
documentary wrong. Yeah.
So he hired a documentary team to document her life for 3 years, hired somebody to do all kinds of research on her childhood or whatever, and threw a huge 40th birthday party for her. And her response to him was, "This is the most ridiculous display of your ego." And
Oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah, and so, you know, those clips are resurfacing right now or whatever. And, you know, she's also going out there and saying that he was wrong for the slap and things of that sort. And so now that the Red Table clip is resurfacing right now, Academics said in the caption, Will Smith is down ridiculously right now. Or he said down bad ridiculously. And I don't know, like the way he phrased it was like
I remember that episode of Red Table Talk.
Oh, do you?
And he agreed with her. Like he sat there and he's like, yeah, like I didn't really think about it this, you know, like, and he does. He always tries to like understand like where she's coming from when she says all this shit and criticizes and, you know.
She's a bitch.
No, dude. I'm not going to call her a bitch. I
will.
do like Jada, but I just think that how are you going to talk shit about his ego when like and then yours runs everything, you know what I mean? Like,
dude is trying everything to win her love and she just continues to keep it. Yeah, and I'm sure she's probably getting smashed on by
I wouldn't call him a victim though. Like it takes two. I'm sure he's not fucking perfect. Like
he's definitely smashing other chicks for sure. Will, come on, Will Smith. That's Will. That man
Will motherfucking Smith. So
yeah, no, I feel you on that. He's definitely getting and cracking with some other chicks, no doubt. If she's doing that, I'm sure.
Just fed up and she's like, "Fuck you." Two
right.
Can Play That Game. That was a good movie. Do you remember that movie? Two Can Play That Game. You don't remember that movie?
I don't. Jada is not a good actress to me, so I don't.
It's not Jada. It's Vivica Fox and Morris Chestnut. Anthony Anderson.
Oh shit! I remember that movie now. See, I don't remember movies that much though. But you know what? I didn't know Morris Chestnut was in Boys to the Hood. Well, I did, but like
you didn't know that?
No, I knew it, but it's been so long since I watched it. Like I didn't put it together that Morris Chestnut was in that movie. And then I was looking at then and now pictures of the cast of Boys to the Hood, and then it showed Morris Chestnut. I was like, oh shit! I forgot he was in Boys to the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, yeah.
He made quite the resume since that movie.
Morris Chestnut's a hottie, 1000%.
It's a good ass actor.
Smash.
You would smash?
1000%. Absolutely.
All right. So Idris Elba, Morris Chestnut, Channing Tatum.
Marry,
Who
fuck
you
one,
want?
kill one. Oh, is
Marry one,
that
fuck
what
one,
we're
kill one.
doing? Okay.
Marry one, fuck one, kill one.
Marry one, fuck one, kill one. I would kill Channing Tatum.
Damn.
Oh, good lord. And then I'd probably fuck Idris Elba and marry Morris Chestnut.
I need some gunshots right now.
We gotta do a marry one, fuck one, kill one for you too.
Okay, let's do it.
Let me think. Who's really hot though?
Oh, I can think of
I
a
don't-
lot of different women that are very hot.
I'm like, but who's like relevant? Like, well, none of the people you gave me are super relevant. So we'll do Margot Robbie.
I don't
do
even know who
TikTok.
Margot Robbie is.
Yeah, you do. She's Harley Quinn.
Okay, all right.
She's the wife of Leo DiCaprio on Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
Fucking smoke show. So we'll do Margot Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get. Let me think. Like people that Will smashed actually. So Margot Robbie, Eva Mendes.
Will smash all those people?
Yeah, he fucked those two people. Let me see. Who has Will Smith had an affair with? I'm gonna Google it.
Damn, that boy will be smashing all the Hollywood actresses. I gotta become an actor. What?
Ex-lovers. Da 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 da. So we got Margot Robbie, we got Eva Mendes, and let's get ooh. God, this is hard because there's so many beautiful women. Who do I think is incredibly gorgeous? Okay, how about an old one? But
She's
like
probably
in her prime, right? Catherine Zeta-Jones. Do you know who she is?
I do, but for some reason her face is slipping my mind right now.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Jones. I know everyone's mad at me. I don't. Just
Okay,
know
I'm
this
gonna
right
take.
off.
I'm gonna
Hold on,
take.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. Okay, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Damn, she's fine. Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, man. She's still hot too. Yeah, man. Well, all right. So if I had to take one out, if I had to kill one out of Catherine Zeta-Jones, Meryl Robbie, what's her name?
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie, and
Eva Mendes.
Eva Mendes. All right. Well, fuck, man. I'm definitely gonna have to fuck Eva Mendes. So I just like no matter what the outcome, or whether I want to kill her or marry her, I gotta fuck her. So Eva Mendes, I'm fucking no matter what. All right. So Mary, I'm probably gonna have to roll with the one who has more classic films because that's like generational wealth right there, and she's still fine. And I probably could, I can nut in her, and she's not gonna get pregnant. So I'm gonna have to go with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and so I'm gonna have to kill Margot Robbie. Unfortunately,
damn, that's a shame.
No, that is a shame. I know. Unfortunately, I said Eva Mendes. I think like there's no way you could pass up fucking Eva Mendes. There's no possible way. Like if out of those three, if you're like, which one would you fuck? And you're like, fuck, like I gotta fuck one of these, and you don't have any guarantee that you're gonna be with any of them, but you're gonna fuck one of them, and you can fuck one of them. It's got to be Eva Mendes. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got a good logic behind this. I feel.
Yeah.
But Margot Robbie is hot though, so it's unfortunate that we gotta get rid of her.
There's so many hot ones. But I just remember being like, so like, oh my God, Catherine Zeta-Jones is so pretty. Like, I wish I looked like her, like as a teenage girl, So it was just like I had to throw her in there. Then Eva Mendes, obviously, because she was like everybody's fucking heartthrob, right? Like, But
Time the fuck out.
Erica says you just have a type.
Oh shit.
You
She's
like
watching.
that Latina fire? That's spicy.
Damn, she's watching. Oh
Salma
shit.
Hayek is also my dream, but I didn't want to throw that in there because Jimmy
No.
can't have her. Sorry.
Why? And that's you?
Because she's mine.
Oh shit.
I also am obsessed with Adriana Lima.
Mhm.
And who else? Ew, not Christina Ricci. Bart, that's a terrible choice. God, who's another one? This is a toughie. Anyways, we said our piece. Got any more for me?
No, I think that's good for today. That's a good one. Good job, Stella. Appreciate you. That was an
I
hour
know.
long. Good job. Good job,
We
everybody.
made it.
And thank you for everybody who like tuned in
thinking.
the whole time. You know, man, Cypher and Chronicles, man, we're going through we're like just going through our phases again. It's fun because like we just be shooting the shit, man. You know?
We do.
And it's dope.
Really?
Man. Episode 107, man. That's dope.
Really what this podcast is just us broadcasting our friendship.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Broadcasting the friendship and like
Because like me and Jimmy can't talk like off the show because then it's a whole podcast.
Yeah, we'll be on the phone.
Like, okay, hang up. We're podcasting. Bye.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Well, we said we were going to talk about something on a podcast earlier when you called me. And I was like, let's talk about that on the podcast. Do you remember what it was?
No.
No, it was something good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do remember. You just don't want to talk about it. You dork.
No. That's not. We're not doing that.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.